La la la, hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Welcome back to Daytime York Region. Anaida Deti is the CEO of DentalX and is joining me here right now. Welcome to Daytime.
Thank you.
So we're talking about proper brushing and flossing for people of all ages.
Sure.
So let's start with brushing, because I know from when I was a little girl till today, the techniques of proper brushing have changed probably 10 times. I have no idea.
For sure.
How are you supposed to brush your teeth now?
So oral health is very important to overall health. So brushing is one of the things that is very important to do, especially before we go to sleep. So I usually say if you brush once a day, at least brush before you go to sleep. So the stuff doesn't stay there, so when you sleep, it doesn't cause anything bad. So you can brush, there is different types of brushing. So there is manual toothbrush that you can use, or electric toothbrush. I'm a big fan of the electric toothbrush because it kind of does everything for you. So this is just one type of the electric brush, but there is also the round one, so there is different types of them.
Does it matter if you have the round one or the straight one?
It doesn't matter. It's just usually I find the round one is a little bit easier to use. So when you put it on your teeth, it just does everything for you.
Right.
With the rectangular one, you just have to kind of place it and you know how to brush.
Okay.
So for the manual brush, I usually find that it's easier to do circular motion.
Circles?
So we used to always do scrubbing back and forth. So that usually used to cause a lot of recession, because instead of brushing the teeth, everybody was brushing the gums. So they were removing the gum away. So if you brush in a circular motion, it's usually much better, because it just removes the plaque that we were supposed to remove. Okay. So probably if you just have your teeth, you just do a little bit of circular brushing, and that's much easier to do.
Okay.
The next thing is flossing. One of the things that a lot of people don't like to do. So there is different things that we can floss. So I'm a big fan of the wax floss. So I have a couple of them, just different ones. The tape is much better because it actually goes between your teeth, and it removes more stuff than
What is tape?
So it's actually a little bit thicker. So if you see it, it's just a little bit thicker. Instead of being the thin one.
Okay.
So it actually removes, especially if you have a little bit more spaces between your teeth, it's actually a little easier to remove more stuff there. And I know that probably to use the flossing with your fingers is a little bit difficult. So that's why there are different ones. So you can use the floss holder. That is very easy. You just
I've never
pull
seen
it.
this thing
Yeah,
ever.
this is a floss holder.
Looks like a little slingshot.
Yeah. So this is a floss holder. So you just pull the floss around and you just place it here.
Okay.
And it's very easy to use because you can just place it between your teeth. This is actually great for teenagers, for kids, for also for people that have a little bit difficult dexterity.
Okay.
So that's why it's quite nice. I also have some little floss picks that is also a lot easier to use. These are just a little bit fun for the kids. So there are different shapes and different colors. And also this one, it's great to keep in your purse. So let's say if you are out of the house and you don't really want to floss, you can actually use the floss holders.
Okay.
So these are quite nice to use, and you can just throw it out.
So I've got two young daughters. One is 4 and one is 17 months. And so I was always told as soon as they have teeth, you start brushing them.
Exactly.
And then we did our first dental visit at 3 years old.
That's perfect.
And we've been going every 6 months. But in all honesty, I haven't even attempted flossing because, first of all, their mouths are so little.
Exactly.
Is that a good kind of training tool, the little flosser?
That's it's actually very good to use, but you start flossing when the teeth are touching each other.
Okay.
If the teeth are not touching each other, there is fine. You don't really
Perfect,
need to
okay.
floss. So if they have usually the primary teeth that are the baby teeth, they usually have a lot of spaces between them, so you don't really need to floss at that point of time. As soon as they start getting the adult teeth, you actually have to start flossing.
Okay.
That's very important to do. So what I usually find the most important ingredient of our body is the saliva. So usually like in the mouth, when you have the saliva, it just washes away all the bacteria and everything that is there. So usually to drink a lot of water is great during the day. And I usually find that people don't usually drink too much water. I usually say, maybe you get some flavored water just to make sure that it actually gets a little bit fun. into it, so it's much better for them. But sometimes when we get older and as our birthdays go on, if we drink a lot of water, we have to go to the bathroom a lot. So that's why people don't like it very much. And I usually say instead of drinking water, maybe we can have some vegetables. And I find that carrots and actually celery is very good to get that saliva, like to increase the flow of saliva. And especially for, I find, kids or teenager or older people, they don't usually go to cut it, wash it, and do all the stuff. So it's good to have some pre-cut ready for them in the fridge. So as soon as they open the fridge, they get some, and it's quite nice for them to use it.
Are there some worst offenders in terms of generations? Is it teenagers? Is it kind of, you know, the 30-year-old crowd? Is it seniors? Who are the worst offenders?
I usually find that instead, you know, the seniors is a little bit because of the stuff that they, you know, like they have a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of medical conditions, or if they have, sometimes they have dexterity issues, or unfortunately a lot of medications that they use. So I wouldn't say they are the worst. I find that usually the worst are the teenagers. Usually is that the puberty is going on, or they have the wisdom teeth coming in. A lot of times they have a lot of work, like ortho work, so a lot of braces. So unfortunately, it's a little bit harder for them to brush. And I find that usually the best thing to do for the parents is to bring to the dental office or to see the dental professional a lot more often than they usually do.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for these great tips. For more information, you can visit DentalX's website. We've got more Daytime coming up, including Freshie. Don't go anywhere.